What is going on, everybody? Brent Abel here, goldballhunting.com. That young elf over there. Yes, the great Jeff Jacklich. Here we are on Christmas Day, 2019.
Yeah,
I'm kind of feeling it, Jeff. Instead
I
of
can
feeling
see
the
that.
love, I mean, I got the little, if you're on the audio thing, stop. Just go over to YouTube or the YouTube channel, Gold Ball Hunting, and
Yeah,
check out today's episode because not very often you get to see me in my
in his natural habitat.
yes, this is really what I'm like when I'm off camera. I like to wear this hat around every day.
Yes,
And
he
I
wears that hat in the middle of June. That is his deal.
that's right. That's right. So anyway, guys, hang in there with us today because another episode of the Gold Ball Hunting Podcast. I'm assuming that we have no idea what we're going to talk about today, Jeff.
None.
As in
None.
zip, zero, zip. I said zip already. Zilch, nada, nada. So, guys, hang in there with us because this could be a really important episode for you. So the big question is this: how are tennis players like us who never played in the tour, weren't incredible juniors, or maybe got a late start to the game, how do we consistently compete at our highest skill level without having to grind through endless hours of on-court practice time and still be in the hunt for victory match after match? That is the question, and Gold Ball Hunting gives you the answers by helping you eliminate your skill level range so that you build a strong foundation of confidence. My name is Brent Abel, and along with my biz partner, Jeff Jacklich, welcome to Gold Ball Hunting. All right, we are back. Now I'm feeling it. So when I flipped it over, now all of a sudden I'm on the left side here of the brain.
Yeah.
And all right, Jeffrey, what's going on there today, son?
A little rainy. I'm down here in Modesto.
Yeah.
A little rainy here this morning. We were hoping to get out at noon today and play a little Christmas ball, but I don't think that's going to happen now.
Not going to happen.
Little rain this morning, but we got out yesterday. We only had time. Actually, no, we didn't have time just for one set. It's just the time we had took up a whole set. So we played for an hour and a half, played one set down to the breaker. Great ball.
Good.
Lots of great points. Just tuning up, getting ready to get down there.
Well, you said that one of the participants was the great Dean Pinero.
Yes.
Who, by the way, when I was a kid growing up at the Berkeley Tennis Club, he was like, I want to say 1 or 2 in the country in the boys' 18s.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy was, obviously one of the top guys and of ultra smooth
lefty. Yeah.
That serve still looks like it's just like butter. I mean, it's just ridiculously. I mean, he could just do that all day long. But that was really kind of a great time for NorCal junior tennis back in the late 50s, early 60s. When
he's because
Dean
is early 70s right now. I think he's 72.
Oh, I think he's older than that.
75.
I don't know if I'm 75. He's got to be at least, I'm going to say 4 years older than I am. So he might be 75. I don't know. Maybe I'm totally
74, 75.
Yeah. But that was just
still smooth on the court. Obviously not as fast as he used to be, but always knows where to stand.
Yeah.
I mean, it's amazing that he reads the play still so clean, and he makes his adjustments, and he sees what's happening, makes a little adjustment, goes and stands there, and the ball's hit right to him.
Well,
it's so great.
And isn't that the key to being a better player? It's just knowing where to be at the right time, because then shot choice is so freaking obvious.
Yes.
And shot technique then becomes, we keep talking about pillar number 1, which is to reduce stroke technique. But when you're in the right place at the right time, now all of a sudden, the second part of the shot choice being so obvious, the technique is like the ultra bunt. It's like, I don't have to do anything. All I have to do is just let it come in, rebound, and there it is, point over. Thank you very much.
Done. Yeah. And it's a real pleasure to be on the court with him. And of course, tennis director down here at Del Rio, Mark Weir, and then my brother from another mother, Mark Nicholson.
Right.
So Dean and I took on Mark yesterday.
Oh, good. Well, that's
great.
That's cool.
Yeah,
you had a good time. That's fun. Well, I was over at the BTC, the Brooklyn Tennis Club, this morning, Had a spectacular workout over there this morning.
Yeah.
My standard, where I'm on the stationary bike, I do 5 minutes kind of easy as a warm up. Then I do 5 minutes sort of medium tension. And then I go through my 3 minute kind of cycle. Well, then I go hard for actually 90 seconds. And then I back off easy for about 45 and then a minute easy. And then I do that. And
Yeah.
I have anything from, if I do the short version, it's about 22 minutes, 22 and a half minutes. The medium version's about 26, 27. And then the longer one I've been doing recently is like 30 minutes. Today, I just felt it, Jeff. I just kept on going. I finally at 40, I said, well, I guess I better stop. I got to go home and wrap up a few things. So I got off the bike after 40 minutes, and I did my standard core stuff, which is, and I did actually some kettlebell swings, the Russian kettlebell swings, which I've not done for a while. And, and then, and there was no one at the club today. It was great. Well, there was we had a couple employees. The manager was there, and Sonia there, who was the kind of the front office. She's just awesome.
Yeah.
Anyway, but so I'm done with my workout, and I'm in the locker room. No one else is in there, and I got my shoes and socks off, and about to take off a shirt, and all of a sudden, the fire alarm system goes off. And it's the loudest sound I've ever heard, I think, in my entire life. I mean, I'm sure that, look, I never had to, serve in active duty. I'm sure there are sounds when you're
right,
on the front lines there that are louder, but my God, it was the most high piercing, just like it's driving a spike through your ear, and you just go, God, what is happening? And you're looking around. Sure enough, there's the alarm up there. It's flashing. So I had to plug my ears. I walk out there, and I kind of go. She goes, I'm sorry. We're trying to change the battery. We must, and it kept going for about 2 minutes.
Oh,
God. Like long, but it's like, it's just brutal. And so finally it stopped. And I just go, oh my God, great. So anyway, I go take my shower, and then I'm coming back, and I'm going to go shave. And about halfway dressed, the next thing you know is bam, bam, bam. I'm going, like this. I walk out there, and I go, guys, could we please? And people are coming down from the gym upstairs, going, what are you doing? And so she goes, I'm sorry. We blah, blah, blah. So finally she stops it. I go do my shave real fast, thinking it's going to happen.
Now it's going to happen again, right?
I just go, please don't cut myself. Go back, and I get dressed. And sure enough, again, boom. And there's this other guy who's in the locker room. He's been upstairs working out. He's about to go take a shower. He's butt naked. And he's sitting there just going, what are they doing? I don't know, man. He says, could you please make him stop? So,
maybe we could do that during non-hours.
That's
of
what
member hours. Right?
I go out there, and I go out there for the third time, and I go, hey, Sonia, babe, love you, but maybe. She goes, yeah, I think we need to do that. Exactly. She said we didn't do this when the club is closed.
Yeah, so, you think.
Anyway, usually what I do there is I usually do my thing, and I get packed up, get my backpack on, and I go back to the front office. When I'm leaving, I always like to say, you guys are doing the best damn job ever. Love it. Just keep it up, right? Oh, Brent, you say this every time. No, I'm serious. And today I went running out of the club with my ears plugged, just assuming it was going to go off a fourth time.
Right.
I heard this, see you, Brent. And I went, yeah, see you guys later. Great job. So
see you later. Okay, you suck. Okay.
No, they don't suck. They're working on Christmas Day, so you got to.
Right, exactly. You know. Hey, listen, no one does that intentionally,
No, it wasn't intentionally.
Miserable. I mean, that's,
Hey, I want to give a shout out to my friend and fellow member, BTC member Cal, who's guy's in great shape. I mean, he's my age, and he's just, he's a big biker, big bicyclist, and anyway, I was sort of stretching at the end of my workout, and he comes up and he gets on a little on the one of the bikes up there, and he says, "You guys are amazing. Every day, you're doing this every day." I said, "Yeah, man, yeah. It's just," I said, "I'm now obsessed." I said, "It's just so, it's part of my DNA now. I can't stop." He's just shaking. He says, "Well, guys, keep it up. You guys are doing a great job." So anyway, it's always good to hear some positive feedback on
Yeah.
not only, that we're putting out, a little value every day, but people are just kind of amazed every day.
Every day.
So anyway,
no one more amazed than you and I.
well, that's true. I don't know what episode it is today, 347 maybe, or 346. Yeah.
Something.
I won't know until I edit this thing. But anyway, just guys, listen, I don't know what else to say today. We don't really have anything teed up here. There's nothing we want to rant about. Why would we rant about and throw rocks on Christmas Day? That wouldn't be cool.
I think today's message is, first, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, happy Hanukkah, whatever it is you do, man, have a fantastic season, day, hour, whatever it is, man. And take stock of things to be thankful for, because this is the time to do it, So, but I think, if you're new to the show or you've heard about us and you're just, you're just checking us out, give yourself the gift of the reality check, because this is what we do here. Tennis, senior tennis, playing the nationals, or you're a senior player playing league tennis, and you want to buck the system and not listen to your captain that doesn't want you to get better.
No. No, man. I want to hold you down.
But deep inside, you got this thing that's just itching at you, and you say, I know I can be better. I know I'm capable. And it looks like the game is a little more fun, one rung up on the ladder. I think I'd like to play in that neighborhood. Tell you what, that's some clarity there in your thinking. The more we start to learn our own skill set, the more we start to understand the reality of the dynamics of the game, not tennis theory, but really the reality of playing tennis as a senior, and that's, age 45 plus. When you start to embrace those things, the game does become way more fun, more engaged. You feel your sense of accomplishment is very, I'm going to say, tangible. You start to understand why you win, why you lose, why you came close. I couldn't quite get it over the hump, but you know what? I don't feel so bad. I wish I would have won, but you know what? I got some more clarity. I think I can get this over the hump next time, whatever it might be. This is the spot to be for that reality check. And so give yourself the gift of tennis reality, goldballhunting.com.
There you go, man. Well, listen, boy, that's a gift right there coming from you, Jeffrey. That's spectacular. Look, it really gets down to, and you're right. I mean, a lot of players out there have that sense. It's kind of in the gut. You know what? I think I can play better than what I'm doing right now. I think I'm capable of more. And you're right. And you watch the other guys who are sort of at that next rung up on the ladder, the next skill level. That looks a little bit more fun than where you're at right now. And so to me, the key is the reality checks, as you just mentioned, are based on who are you trying to copy? Who are you trying to model your game after? And where you and I are sort of throwing rocks at the system, at the instructional system, is that it's too easy to justify, as a teaching pro, to justify my own, in their minds. Well, look, you got to play like Rafa. You got to hit the ball like this. You got to be able to do this. You got to come up with something hypey, because if the best players in the world are doing it, then that's probably good enough for you, isn't it? And the reality, the reality check is it just doesn't work. It's not going to take you to that next rung on the ladder. And actually, I think back of when I first got together with Mr. Stowe, and I've told you this story, I think before, maybe I didn't tell you one of the reasons that we kept doing this, which was we kept working on this forehand approach. and he would feed balls, and he would work on, top of the bounce, and here's how you want to hit it, and blah blah blah, and we do it over and over and over again. It was an approach shot. It was a way to take an opportunity of a relatively short ball and be able to get my fanny up inside or close to the service line and challenge the guy to have to pass me.
Right.
And we would work on it, week after week. And finally, I said to him, I said, why are we, it's kind of like, why are we doing this? And he said, Mr. Abel, the reason we do this is because playing this style, all court, as he called it, all court forcing game, is just a hell of a lot more fun. And I just kind of went, God, you're right. It's way more fun athletically. And as you used to say, how do you want to express yourself athletically? Well, that was what he wanted to sort of.
It is way more fun.
Yeah, and he wanted to give, he wanted to give his players and his students that gift of, we work on this stuff so much because it's just a hell of a lot more fun to play this way.
Yeah.
And he was totally right. Here's the other reality. Look, so the first reality is who you get to copy and model. And you and I both say, well, whatever age you're at, who's the top guy or the top gal in your age group?
Yeah.
Go find that person and go study the living crud out of that person and see what they're doing. And what you're going to find is they don't do what Rafa does. They don't do what Novak does. They do something that is way more suitable, age appropriate. But the other reality is that, guys, look, in this day and age with the internet and YouTube, it's so easy and it's so tantalizing to go out and YouTube and search for a really popular search term about your game, and you're getting all this free tip, and it's all garbage. It's all right. Shoot, I'm spitting now. I'm spitting at myself. And or you can buy courses online that are just so hyped up, just to kind of get you to just rein you in and bring you in. And the next thing you know is it's based on not realistic instruction. Right. What I'm trying to get to is the reality is this is not an easy game. Tennis is not an easy game. There are no quick fixes. You're not going to get a free tip. Hey, how do you feel about that word today, Jeff? Oh, I love it. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Tip. Yeah. So
tip. Okay, let me pet it. Okay, tip.
Tip. Anyway, it's going to take some time, and that's okay. The thing that's cool about it is that if you embrace who your model is, who you're going to copy, you get the right person, and you embrace the reality that this is going to take some time. You know what? You've just separated yourself from about 98% of the players out there, all the 98% of the wannabes who kind of see that level up there, but they think they can quick fix it. They can do what Rafa does, and they can get there. And they're never going to. And so for you guys and gals who are realizing, wait a minute, I got to be smarter here. I got to listen to Jeff. I got to listen to Brent. I got to listen to these two guys, and I got to go find and copy, realistic models. And then I just got to beautifully dig in for the long haul, because it's you're going to have some epiphanies along the way.
Yeah.
And sometimes you and I give things that a lot of people might say, well, that's a tip. No, it's not. It's an epiphany. And epiphanies it's sort of our way of helping you have an epiphany. And once you have the epiphany or the aha moment, that's when you go, well, this is what I need to really focus on right now. As opposed to, oh boy, the epiphany, light switch, it's in there, it's done.
Right.
No.
So I'll drop an epiphany. Right. It's not a tip. This is one of the notches on the key of the keys to the kingdom. Right. And that is posture. Right. This is like our first pillar, posture. How that affects everything you do athletically is massive. That's not a tip. That's a fundamental truth of playing the game of tennis. I don't care what method you use to hit the ball. Posture is an integral key to getting to the finish line. So that's the kind of thing that we talk about here. It's not a tip. It's a fundamental truth of playing the game at a higher level. And so those are the things you want to extract here. When we're talking, this is the stuff we're talking about. Oh, great tip today, guys. Not a tip. embrace it and start to look at the better players, and not just Rafa and Fed and Djokovic and those guys and gals, Serena and Andreescu and all the gals, I mean, it's and we're going to show more of it as we go into 2020, more of the senior guys playing, these guys are the guys that win the gold balls, and you're going to notice that, wow, they stand up and hit the ball too. that posture is part of the deal.
Well,
and so
you're right.
It's an integral part,
Well, no, anyway. I mean, that's where the whole game starts. The whole game. I mean, our three principles. Posture is just not one of the three. It is the first of the
first
three.
One that allows the second one to happen.
That's right. That's right. Well, like, again, here's another quick little Mr. Stowe story. When I first got there, and I was sort of thinking, well, he was doing this for my benefit, is that about the first 20 minutes, he had the four of us. It was me and Steve Stefanski and John Hubble and Doug King. And, those three guys, all top 5 in NorCal at the time, men's open, not senior. These guys were all, good. And then there was me.
Yeah.
And I thought, for my benefit, what Mr. Stowe did for the first 20 minutes is he had us shadow forehands and backhands in terms of the posture. How did he want us moving on the court? And I just thought, okay, well, this is kind of a little, maybe a little light warm-up deal. And yet I'm kind of looking around, I'm looking at Hubbs, and I'm looking at Kinger. And I'm just going, oh my God, these guys are dead serious. They're
right.
Whoa.
Yeah.
This is not like a little,
This isn't just a little casual warm-up.
No. And so we did it. And there were several times during that first thing with Mr. Stowe where he would correct me. And he'd maybe correct one of the other guys and say, no, you're. And so from there on out, every Wednesday morning from 9 to 12, from 9 to about 9:20 up there in Napa, we did this kind of posture, meaning that we were kind of telling our brain on that day, this is the thing, man. If you don't do this first, all the other stuff you can forget. Because if you don't have good posture, if you don't have good balance, then nothing works. So, Merry Christmas.
Yeah. The
Happy
gift
holidays.
Of good posture. Merry Christmas. Unwrap that one today under the tree.
All right, cool. my hat keeps slipping down. Eventually, I won't be able to see anything here.
We'll just cut some eye holes in it right there. Just plug it down.
Good. All right, guys, listen, before we get to Jeff's outro here, quick reminder, Jeff, you and I are hosting 2 one-day training workshops in the desert, Palm Desert to be specific. January 16th and 17th, it's a Thursday and Friday.
Yep.
Right at the end of the Palm Springs Tennis Club Senior Tournament, and right before the start of the Wilson Tournament this year.
Yeah.
January 16th, 17th, 2020. So that's coming up next month. And we've got a few slots. You just said yesterday we had 5 new applicants yesterday.
Yeah, so I think we're probably down to about 5 spots left, 4 spots left.
Okay. So look, guys, if you're interested in doing this, 2 things. Number one, below this video, there's 2 links. Number one, if you have not seen the workshop info video that Jeff and I recorded, go check that out first. So you see everything that you get with this one-day workshop. And it's just not that day. There's actually a pre-workshop thing, and then there's a post-workshop thing that is part of the package for you. So go check that out. And if you've already seen the video, or you know that you want in, the other link there will take you to the workshop application. We're asking everyone to apply, fill out an application so we can make sure this is really, truly going to be a great fit for you. Want to make sure that that we can get you fitted into just the right skill level group.
Right.
So there you have it. Jeffrey, what do we want the fine children of Christmas Day to do right now?
Like us, share us, please subscribe. Let us know what you think down below. iTunes and Stitcher, rate and review. Goldballhunting.com. Come on.
Yeah.
You know you want to.
Oh,
Come on.
I want to still. I still want to, I still want to sign up or spread the love or do something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Guys, get out there today. Come on. Christmas Day. Get out there today. Help someone else have a spectacular day. Jeff, we'll do this again tomorrow, which, by the way, is Boxing Day. Canada. This country can't.
No, that's wrong boxing.
That's the wrong boxing. They do something. They celebrate something on December 26th. So
Yeah.
maybe we'll come up with a little Canadian deal.
Okay. Hey.
Can't wait.
Can't wait.
Okay,
Hey.
good. Yeah, that's right.